أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum everybody. Welcome to today's class. We will begin with our daily dua. So if we have our discipline in charge could unmute a student please.
Assalamualaikum. Can I
Walaikum assalam.
G1317 to unmute their mic?
G1317 please. G1317 please.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Is that G1317?
Yes,
Excellent. How are you today?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah, excellent. So if we start today with you recite the daily dua after me, okay?
Yes.
Excellent.
أعوذ
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Very good effort. Well done. Just once more. أعوذ بالله
أعوذ بالله
من الشيطان الرجيم. من الشيطان الرجيم. Excellent. Very nice. And the translation?
I seek refuge from Allah from Satan.
Well done. I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected.
I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected.
Satan the rejected. Excellent. Very good. And we'll go on to the next one. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Beautiful. Very good. And our prayer for today. Rabbi allimni ma huwa khairun indak. Shall I go more slowly?
Yes.
Yes. Rabbi.
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 Okay, so you have to join them together. Rub and join them and then keep your ba sound and then say B. Rabbi.
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 Okay, so just really work on joining the ra to the ba. Okay, excellent. Okay. Rabbi allimni.
Rabbi allimni.
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 Ma huwa.
Ma huwa.
Khairun.
Khairun.
Indak.
Indak.
And the translation, oh my Lord.
Oh my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge.
Very nice. Excellent effort, G1317. Jazakumullah, thank you for your help.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, so just to make sure everybody, I hope you all have your correct ID. Make sure that you don't have your name as your ID, but have your actual ID number. Make sure you are in ablution, you have done your wudu, you should be wearing clean clothes with your head covered, and you should be in a quiet place with parental supervision as well. Okay. In today's lesson, we will be looking at Mad Asli, Ya Mad. Okay. The practice text that we will be following today is the material from Talimul-Quran, lesson number 15, if you have the hard copy of the book, and that is pages 68 to 69. Okay. The practice text is exercises 15.1, 15.2 row 2 and 15.3. 15.3 has Ya Mad columns. Those are the ones we will be covering today, inshallah. So this week, you have been looking at normal elongation, and you have looked already at what we are doing today. You've already started it, and you already know that mad means to lengthen or to prolong, and that there are 3 letters of huruful mad. 3 letters of huruful mad. Okay, so the first letter, or the one that you have, or the letters you have already covered, is alif. Okay, and you have covered waw as well. Okay, and in today's lesson, we are going to be looking at ya. Okay. When you have a huruful mad, you will extend the sound for about 2 seconds. So as an example, I will just read these words for you here. You can see here, because you've already looked at waw, that you have a waw mad here. How do you know that you have a waw mad here? Because the waw has a sukoon on top, and the letter that comes before the waw has a dhamma. That way you know this is a waw mad. So you know you need to elongate this sound for 2 seconds. So this would be ooh, ooh. Okay, now the last sound here, this alif here is an alif mad. How do you know this is an alif mad? Because this is a blank alif, and the letter that comes before the alif has a fatha on top. Okay, so we know now that we need to elongate this noon sound for 2 seconds. So this would be na, na. Now, the one which we haven't covered so far is the ya mad, which is over here. And let me just explain what a ya mad is. Now, a ya mad is always preceded by a consonant carrying the stroke of kasra. Carrying the stroke of kasra. So here in the middle, we have a ya with a sukoon on top. So this is a ya mad because the ta which comes before it has the stroke of kasra. This tells us that we need to elongate this sound for 2 seconds. So this will be ti, ti. And if we recite the whole word together, it is u, ti, na, u, ti, na. Each sound is elongated for 2 seconds. The next one would be u, vi, na, u, vi, na. And the last one here is nu, hi, ha, nu, hi, ha. Okay, so that's just a demonstration of the sounds. Now, like I said, you have already looked at alif mad. Okay, alif mad is a blank alif. The letter before carries a fatha. You have already covered waw mad. Waw mad is a waw with a sukoon. The letter before carries a dhamma. And in today's lesson, we are focusing on ya mad. Okay, ya mad is, just a second, where is my highlighter? Here. Ya mad is a ya with a sukoon, and the letter before has to have a kasra. Okay, so for example, in this case, the mim has a kasra, the ya has a sukoon, so this is ya mad. We will pronounce this mi for 2 seconds. Okay, this one here, again, the ya has a sukoon, the sin has a kasra. We know now this is a ya mad because the letter before has a kasra, and we will pronounce this for 2 seconds. Si, mi, si. Okay, so if we could have our first student to the mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
G1 673 to unmute their mic.
G1 673. G1 673. Can you hear me? G1 673. Can you hear me? Okay, so I think maybe we can choose another student if they're not answering.
Okay, can I ask G1 527 to unmute their mic?
G1 527. G1 527. Can you hear me? They don't seem to be unmuting either.
Okay, just a second. Can I ask G1 379 to unmute their mic?
G1 379. Can you hear me? If students can please keep a close eye on the mics, because it takes a lot of time when we're choosing lots of people and people are not unmuting themselves. So if we try somebody else.
Oh, okay. Can I ask G1 574 to unmute their mic?
G1 574. G1 575.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G1 574?
Yes.
Excellent, good. How are you today?
Good.
Alhamdulillah, excellent. So what I want you to do, please, is recite Dawood and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin with today's lesson, okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful, well done. So can you tell me what letter this is, the first letter?
ميم.
Excellent. And what stroke is underneath the meme? What stroke is this? Do you remember? Kasra. Kasra.
كسرة.
Kasra. Well done. So you pronounce this me. Me.
مي.
Good. Well done. Excellent. What is this letter here? The next one.
يا.
Excellent. Very, very good. And what is this on top of the ya? Do you remember?
A.
A sukoon. 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 Excellent. Well done. So this is a ya with a sukoon. The letter meme has a kasra, which means we need to elongate the sound. So we will pronounce this me for 2 seconds.
مي.
Once more. Me.
مي.
Very nice. Let's go on to the next one. Here we have which letter?
سي.
Seen. Well done. And what's the stroke underneath?
كسرة.
Excellent. And what's this letter here?
يا.
And what's the on top of that?
مشد.
Sukoon. Sukoon. Excellent. Very good. So we have a ya with a sukoon. So this means the letter before it has a kasra. So this means this is a ya mad. So the way we will pronounce this scene is we will elongate the sound for 2 seconds and we will say see.
سي.
Very nice. Well done. Excellent. Now we are going to put the words together now. Okay, the word which is here. Now the first one is a meme with a ya. So we know how to say that. That is me. 2 seconds.
مي.
Excellent. Very good. We next have a qaf with a fatha, and then we have a blank alif after that. How long will we pronounce this qaf for?
3 seconds.
Very good. Excellent. Because this is an alif mad, we pronounce the qaf for 2 seconds. So we will say qaf.
قاف.
Very nice. The last letter?
تو.
Tu. Very good. It's a simple ta with the dhamma. We don't elongate. We just say it for 1 count. So we're going to put the word together. This is miqatu.
ميقات.
Very nice. Once more. Miqatu.
Miqat.
Very good. Well done. Excellent. Let's move on to the next word. Now, we've just looked here and we saw the scene with a ya mad next to it. So we know that is see for 2 seconds. When we join it, it looks like this. The ya has 2 dots that come underneath. Okay, so we know that first sound is see for 2 seconds. Very good. The next letter is a noon with a kasra, and again we have a ya with a sukoon. How long will we pronounce this for?
Ni. 2 seconds.
Very good. Could you do that for me?
Ni.
Very nice. Excellent. And what's this last letter?
Noon.
Noon, and it has a fatha on top. How will we pronounce that?
1 second.
Excellent. Na.
Na.
Very good. So let's put it all together. Sinina.
Sinina.
Very good. Once more.
Sinina.
Very nice. Well done. So as you can see, and all students need to listen very carefully, that G1574 made sure that all of the letters were the same length. So when she said the ya mad here, she said si for 2 counts, and then she said ni for 2 counts, and then na for 1 count. Your timing is really important. All of the letters which are elongated should be the same length, and all of the letters which are simple strokes without elongation should be the same length as well. Okay, well done, G1574. Really nice recipe.
Can my sister have a turn?
We will have to ask our discipline in charge. Is she? Does she have an ID number?
Yes.
Yes. So if you discipline in charge, if she has an ID number, you can ask.
G1842. G1842.
842. Discipline in charge. Is that permissible? G1842.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, she
Walaikum
can take her turn.
Yes, excellent. Okay, so G1842. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So I would like you to recite Dawood and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done. Excellent. So here, we're going to do this one now. Could you tell me the name of the first letter?
التا.
Excellent. Good. And what's the stroke underneath it?
كسرة.
Excellent. Very good. What's the letter next to it?
يا.
Excellent. And what's the sign on top?
الساكن.
Sakin. Good. A skoon. Well done. So it's a ya sakin. It's a ya sakin, but because the letter before has a kasra underneath, it becomes a ya mad. And then we need to elongate this sound for 2 seconds. So we will say that by saying dee.
T.
Very good. Once more.
T.
Very nice. What's this letter here?
التا.
Underneath?
الكسرة.
How will we say that?
T.
Very good. So we have D and we have D. Repeat up.
D.
D and D.
D.
Very good. 1 second, 2 seconds. Okay, excellent. Next one. What letter is this here?
أبا.
And what's underneath it?
الكسرة.
Okay, so there's a ba with a kasra. The next letter is a ya with a skoon on top. So this becomes a ya what?
ياما.
Very good. Excellent. This becomes a ya mad. Well done. How many seconds are we going to elongate this for?
2 seconds.
Very good. Can you try that for me?
B.
Very nice. B, 2 seconds. How long will we pronounce this for?
1 second.
Excellent. Could you do that for me?
B.
Very nice. So we have B, B.
B. B.
Very nice. Well done. Now, this one here. Which letter is this?
It's a alif.
With a
كسرة.
Excellent. That makes this ya a ya what?
Ya madiyah.
Excellent. A ya madiyah or ya mad. And we will pronounce this for how many seconds?
2.
Very good. Could you do that for me, please?
E.
Very nice. Well done. Now here, oh, sorry. Here we have an alif. And what do we have underneath the alif?
It's a vertical kasra.
Excellent. It's a vertical kasra. How long will we pronounce this alif for?
2 counts.
Very good. 2 seconds or 2 counts or 2 beats. Well done. Could you do that for me, please?
E.
Very nice. So as you can see, if you have a vertical stroke, you do it for 2 counts. And if you have a letter of mud, huruful mud, you also do it for 2 counts. So this is the same amount of time that you need to say the letter. If it's E, 2 counts, or E, 2 counts. Okay?
Okay.
Excellent. Right. So we are now going to go on to this section here, which is exercise 15.3. And we're only looking at the ya column today. Okay, because you've already looked at the alif column and the waw column. So let's start with this word here. Where is our ya mad? What is the letter that comes before our ya mad? G1 842?
Assalamu alaikum. I think
Wa alaikum assalam.
on mute.
Okay, if we can have another student then, please.
Can I ask G1 525 to unmute their mic?
Assalamu alaikum, G1 525. G1 525, can you hear me? Okay. Maybe somebody else? Discipline in charge, could we have someone else?
In just a second.
Okay.
Can I ask G1 749 to unmute their mic?
G1 749. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Is that G1 749?
Yes.
Excellent, good. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So if we can start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah, then we will begin here.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Excellent, very good. So we have a dal here with a kasra and we have a
Yes.
ya with a sukoon. How long will we pronounce this for? Just these 2 letters.
2 seconds.
Excellent. Will you do that for me, please?
D.
Very nice. D, 2 seconds. We then have a sheen at the beginning, so we have to add that in. Okay? Shadi.
Shadi.
And then we have a dal at the end with the tanween. Shadidun.
Shadidun.
Very nice. Excellent. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. So again, we have a dal and we have a ya with a sukoon. The dal has a kasra, so this becomes a ya what? Ya. Good. That's the sound. What do we call this ya? A ya.
Ya.
So we call this, the name of this ya is a ya mad, because the ya has a sukoon on the top and the letter before has a kasra. This is ya mad. Okay. So D.
D.
Very good. Well done. Then we have a qaf at the beginning. So we will start with that. Qadi.
Qadi.
Very good. And then we have a ra at the end with the tanween. Qadirun.
Qadirun.
Very good. Well done. Excellent. So over here. Again, we have a lam with a kasra, a ya with a sukoon. So this is called a ya.
Ya mad.
Excellent. Very good. How long will we make the sound for?
2 seconds.
Very good. Excellent. So could you do that for me, please?
Li.
Very nice. Well done. We have a ha at the beginning, so we'll add that in. Hali, hali.
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 We have a meme at the end with a tanween. We have to add that on now. Halimun.
Halimun.
Very good. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. We have now a ba with a kasra, a ya with a sukoon. Could you do that sound for me, please?
B.
Very nice. 2 seconds. B. We have a meme at the beginning. We add that in. Mubi.
Mubi.
We then have a noon at the end with the tanween. Mubinun.
Mubinun.
Very good. Jazakumullah G1749. Really lovely recitation.
Jazakallah.
Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.
Hafiz.
Okay. If we could please have another student on the mic. And please, students, listen carefully for your numbers so that when our discipline in charge selects you, you quickly come to the mic so it doesn't waste time. Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah for the reminder. Can I ask G1409 to unmute their mic?
G1409. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G1409?
Yeah.
Excellent. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Excellent. Good. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. So if we start with Dawood and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful. Well done. Okay. So what letter do we have here?
Ha.
Very good. And we have a kasra underneath. Okay. What letter do we have here?
Ya.
And we have a sukoon on the top. So this is called a ya what?
Madya.
Very good. Excellent. How long will we make this sound for with these letters?
3 seconds.
Brilliant. So could you do that for me, please?
He.
Very good. He.
He.
Very nice. Well done. Now at the beginning we have a ra, so we have to add that in. So we will say rahi.
Rahim.
Very nice. At the end we have a meme with a tanween, so we add that on at the end. Rahimun.
Rahim.
Very good. Well done. Next one here. What letter is this here?
Ein.
Very good. And we have a ya mad again. So how will we pronounce this?
Ein.
Very good. Lovely pronunciation of ayn there. Well done. We have a noon at the beginning with a fatha on the top. So we will say na'i.
No. I.
Very good. And again, we have a meme with a tanween. Na'imun.
No. I.
Very nice recitation. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. How will we pronounce these two letters here?
Li.
Very nice. What's the first letter here?
Sin.
Sin. How will we pronounce that?
Sali.
Very good. Sally.
Sali.
Very nice. And how will we pronounce this meme at the end? Mun.
Mun.
Very good. Let's put that all together. Salimun.
Salimun.
Very nice. Well done. And this one here, how will we pronounce these two letters over here?
Green.
Very good. Well done. What's the first letter here?
Kaf.
Good. How will we pronounce that?
Curry.
Very good. Kari.
Curry.
And the last letter? How will we pronounce that?
Mun.
Very good. Karimun.
Karimun.
Very nice. Jazakumullah G1409. Beautiful recitation. Well done. Jazakumullah. Thank you for all your help. Allah Hafiz. Okay, if we could have another student to the mic, please.
Can I ask G1 596 to unmute their mic?
1596. G1596, if you could unmute your mic, please.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
मैं ठीक हूँ, आप कैसी है?
Shukra laka bilkul theek thaak. I'm well. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent, good. So if we start with Dawood and Tasniya, and then we'll begin from here.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very good, well done, excellent. So if you could tell me the name of this letter here, please.
It's a meme.
Excellent. And what's the stroke underneath?
Kasra
Excellent, good. And the letter, this letter here?
is a ya.
Good. And the sign on top?
It's a jazm.
Jazm or sukoon, well done, good. So there is a ya with a sukoon, but the letter before has a kasra, so this becomes a ya what?
I forgot.
Yamad, yamad. Yeah? So that means that we need to elongate the meme sound for 2 seconds. Okay, so we will say me.
Me.
Very nice, excellent. Once more.
Me.
Very good. Now, at the beginning, we have a ha with a fatha on the top. So we add that on at the beginning and we say hami.
Hami.
Very nice. At the end, we have a dal with a tanween. So we have to put the whole thing together and we say hamidun.
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 Very nice. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. What's this letter here?
Ha.
Very good. And the next letter?
Ya.
The ya has a sukoon on top. The ha has a kasra underneath. So this is a ya what?
Yabud.
Yamad. Well done. Excellent. So we say that for 2 seconds. So could you do that for me, please?
He.
Very nice. Well done. What letter is this at the beginning?
Sha.
A sheen. It's a
A
sheen.
sheen.
Well done. And it has a fatha on the top. How will we pronounce that?
Sha.
Very good. So we say shahi.
Shahi.
Very nice. At the end, we have a dal with a tanween on the top. So we say dun.
Dun.
Shahi. Dun.
Shahidun.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. Next one here. What letter is this? Z. Good. Have a go.
Zain.
Za. Za. Good. Well done. Excellent. Good. You got the right sound, but the letter name is za. Good. Well done. The za has a kasra underneath, and the next letter is a ya with a sukoon. So this is a ya mad.
Mud.
So we have to say this for how many seconds?
2 seconds.
Very good. Could you do that for me, please?
Z.
Very nice. What's the first letter here?
A.
This is an ayn.
Ayn.
Ayn. Very good. Ayn has a fatha on the top, so we will say a.
A.
Azi.
Azi.
And then we have a za again with a tanween. Azizun.
Azizun.
Beautiful. Azizun.
Azizun.
Very nice. Well done. Excellent. Now, next word. What letter is this?
A noon.
This is a noon. You see with a noon, you have a big circle. And then you have a dot in the middle. So like a big tummy with a dot in the middle. This is a dhal. Dhal. Dhal has, it looks like a noon for the circular part, but the dot comes on top of the first line. Okay, so, and it's slightly angled and slightly slimmer than a noon. Okay, so this is dhal. Dhal has a kasra underneath, and then there's a mad afterwards. So how long will we pronounce that for?
For 2 seconds.
Excellent. Could you do that for me, please?
The.
Good. The. Be careful to make sure it's not longer than 2 seconds. It's just 2 seconds. Okay. The. Good. Now with that, remember it's like a the sound. There's no buzzing sound there. There's no z there. It's a the sound. The. Very good. Now, here we have a lam with a shadda on top. That tells us that we have to join the letter that comes before. The letter that comes before is an alif. So we have to join the alif to the lam, okay, and harden it. And then we say a lam with a fatha. So we will say Allah.
Allah.
Very nice. Alladhi.
Allazi.
Very nice. And then we have a noon at the end, which is just for 1 second, and it has a fatha on the top. Alladhina.
Allazina.
Once more.
Allazina.
Very nice. Excellent recitation. G1596. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much for all your help. Allah Hafiz. Okay, if we could have our next student to the mic, please.
Can I ask G1788 to unmute their mic?
G1788. G1788. G1788, can you hear me? Okay, I think there's no answer there.
Can I ask G1789 to unmute their mic?
G1789, can you hear me? G1789? Doesn't seem to be an answer there either.
I'll give you another name, another ID, G1639.
G1639. Assalamu alaikum. G1639.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G1639?
No, doesn't matter.
Is that
Assalamu
G1639?
alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G1639?
Yes,
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with Dawood and Tasmiyah, then we'll begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Lovely, well done. Okay. So over here we have a ra with a kasra underneath. The next letter is a ya with a sukoon. This makes this a ya what? What do we call this?
This one, read it. Read Quran.
This is called a ya mad. Ya mad. How long will we make this sound for?
2 seconds.
Very good. 2 seconds. So we will say re.
3,
2 seconds. 2 counts. 2 beats. Re.
3.
Very good. So you make sure you have to elongate the sound for at least 2 seconds. Okay. Now the first letters here is a ta with a fatha on the top, and then there's a jim with a sukoon. That means we need to join these 2 letters together. So we will say taj. Good. Tajri.
Jadri.
Tajri.
Tajri.
Taj.
Tajri.
Ri. Tajri.
Tajri.
Okay. So we say taj first.
Taj.
Ri.
Ri.
Very good. Excellent. Now, next one. Over here, we have a dal with a ya. A dal with a kasra, and the next letter is a ya with a sukoon. Ya with a sukoon, because of the kasra on the dal, is called a ya what? A ya mad.
Yamad.
Good, well done. So we will say that for 2 seconds, and we will say di.
Di.
Very good. Once more. Di.
Di.
Very nice. Well done. Now, at the beginning over here, we have a blank alif, but the letter before is a kha with a fatha. Now, when you have a blank alif and the letter before has a fatha on the top, that makes this an alif mad. So we need to elongate this sound for 2 seconds. So we will say kha.
Kha.
Very good. Kha.
Kha.
Very good. The next letter is a lam with a kasra. So we will say li.
Li.
So we don't elongate, that's just 1 second. So we have khali,
Khali.
and then we have the dal with the yamada, khalidi,
Khalidi.
khalidina.
Khalidina.
Good. So the length of time that you elongate this first sound for with the alif mad, you have to elongate the ya mad for the same amount of time, for 2 counts, right? Khalidina.
Khalidina.
Very good. Good effort. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have a ra with a kasra, and then we have a ya mad. So we join that. How will we pronounce that?
2 seconds.
Good. Well done. Re.
Three.
Well done. Good. We have a ba at the beginning. So we will say bari.
Bari.
We have a hamza at the end with a tanween. So we add that on and we say bari'un.
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 Right, okay. Next one here. We have last set. We have a ra with a kasra and a ya with a sukoon. That makes this a ya mad because the letter before it has a kasra underneath. How long will we say this for?
2 seconds.
Very good. Would you try that for me, please?
Ri.
Very good. Well done. Excellent. Now over here, again, like we had it over here with the kha, we have a sad with a fatha followed by a blank alif. So this makes this an alif mad. So we need to also elongate this for 2 seconds. We say saw.
So.
Very good. So we'll put that together first. Sorry.
So.
Very good. Once more. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. And then at the beginning, we have an alif and we have a noon with a sukoon, a noon sakin. Okay, so we need to add that on at the beginning. Now, what you need to be careful of is to make sure your sad with the alif mad is the same length. It's elongated the same amount of time as the ra with the kasra and the ya mad here. Okay, 2 seconds and 2 seconds. Okay, so listen carefully first. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, so your re has to be elongated longer. You have to do that for at least 2 seconds. Okay, here. Re.
Re.
Good. So take a nice deep breath in. Sorry.
Sorry.
Once more, your voice was cracking. Once more.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. So you really need to work on making sure that you elongate this sound for 2 seconds. Okay. So just be really careful with your timing and keep practicing this column. Okay. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz. Assalamualaikum.
Hafiz.
Okay, if we could have another student, please.
Can I ask G1 491 to unmute their mic?
G1491, please. G1491, can you hear me? Okay, if we try someone else.
Can I ask G1320 to unmute their mic?
G1320. Could you unmute your mic, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well. Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. You are G1320, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Good. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So will you start with Tawud and Tasmiyah and then we'll begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. So could you tell me the name of this letter, please?
Ya.
Good. The ya has what sign on top? Do you know the name of this sign?
Soon.
Sukoon. Well done. Excellent. A ya with a sukoon. Now, what letter is this?
D.
Dal. Well done. And you pronounce it D because there's a kasra underneath. Okay. So you have a ya with a sukoon. The letter before which is a dal has a kasra underneath. So we know that this is now a ya mad. That means we need to elongate this sound for how many seconds?
1 second.
If it was just the D with the kasra, it would be 1 second. But because there's the ya with a sukoon afterwards, excellent, good, 2 seconds. Okay, so we will say D.
D.
Very good. D.
D.
Good, for 2 seconds. Now we're going to say the whole word together. Okay, so we will say Shadidun.
Shadidun.
Very nice. Once more. Shadidun.
Shadidun.
Excellent. Well done. Next one over here. This is, and again, dal with a kasra, a ya with a sukoon on top. So this is a ya mad. We will elongate this for how many seconds?
2 seconds.
Brilliant. Well done. We're going to say the whole word together. Okay. Qadirun.
Qadirun.
Once more.
Qadirun.
Very good. Qadirun.
Qadirun.
Good. That's a ra, but the sound was correct, but it is a ra, run. Okay, so qadirun.
Qadirun.
Very good. Well done. Excellent. So again, we have a lam with a kasra. We have a ya with a sukoon, which means that's a ya mad. How will we pronounce these two letters here?
Li.
Very nice. Excellent. Well done. Li for 2 seconds or 2 counts or 2 beats. What's this first letter here?
Ha.
Very good. And on top of that, we have a fatha. So how will we pronounce that?
Halimun.
Very good. Excellent. Halimun.
Halimun.
Very nice. Well done. Let's go on to the next one. You want to have a go at saying that word?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Mubinun.
Very good. Make sure you elongate this for the good 2 counts, okay, or 2 seconds. Mubinun.
Mubinun.
Good. Well done. Excellent. And this one here?
Rahimun.
Good. Excellent. Rahimun.
Rahimun.
Very nice, beautiful recitation, G1 320. Jazakumullah.
And my brother have a turn.
Has he got an ID number?
Yes.
Yes, so let's ask our discipline in charge. What number is he?
G1712.
G1712, discipline in charge, is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
G1712. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Well, are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent, good. So we're going to start from here. If you can start with Tawud and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful, well done. Okay, we have which letter here?
Ain,
And what does we have underneath?
Kasra,
Very good. And what letter is this?
Ya Mad,
Excellent, because the ya has a sukoon on top, the letter before has a kasra, so this is a ya mad. How long will we say this sound?
2 seconds.
Very good. Could you just do this sound for me, please? These two letters.
E,
Very good. Ay, well done. Excellent. What's this first letter here?
Na,
It's a na. Good. What's the name of the letter? Do you remember?
Noon,
Noon. Well done. The noon has a fatha on top, so it's na. Well done. Excellent. So we're going to put that at the beginning, and we will say na ay.
Na, Ai,
Very good. We then have which letter is this?
Mim,
Good. It's a meme with a tanween. Well done. So we will say na'imun.
Na, Aimun,
Very good. Well done. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. We have a lam with a ya mad. So how will we pronounce those two letters?
Li,
Very nice. Do you want to have a go at adding the other letters in?
Salim, Mun,
Salimun.
Salimun,
Very good. Well done. Excellent. Once more. Salimun.
Salimun,
Very nice. Well done. Let's move on to this one here. This is our ya mad. We have a ya with a sukoon. The letter before has a kasra. This letter is what? What's the name of this letter?
Ra,
Good. Could you make this sound for me, please?
Ri,
Very good. What's this first letter here?
Kaf,
Kaf with a fatha. So that will be what sound?
Kari,
Very good. Excellent. Would you like to add the last letter in for me?
Karimun,
Very good. Karimun.
Karimun,
Very good. Well done. Excellent. Let's move on to this one over here. Okay. We have a meme with a kasra. We have a ya mad. So how will we say that sound there? How long will we say that for?
Mi,
Very good. Let's add the first and the last letter in.
Hamidun,
Hamidun.
Hamidun,
Very nice. Well done. And this one here. What letter is this?
He,
It's good. If the letter is ha, it has a kasra underneath, so it's he. We have a ya mad next to it. So could you make that sound for me, please?
He,
Very good. What's the first letter here?
Sheen,
It's a sheen. Good. We will say, how will we pronounce this letter with the fatha on top?
Sha,
Very good. So put the first letter and these two letters here.
Shahi,
Very nice. We then have which letter at the end?
Da,
Dal. Well done. Dal. Dal has a tanween on the top. So we will say shahidun.
Shahidun,
Very nice. Jazakumullah. Lovely recitation, G1712. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much for all your help.
Jazakallah,
Allah Hafiz. If we could have another student on the mic, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Can I
Walaikum salam.
ask G1429 to unmute their mic?
G1429. Could you unmute your mic, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine. How are
Alhamdulillah.
you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. So if we can start with Dawood and Tasniya, then we'll begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very good. Well done. Excellent. So here we have a za with a kasra underneath. We have a ya with a sukoon. This becomes a ya what?
Yes.
A ya mad. Ya mad.
Mad.
Yeah. Well done. Excellent. How long will we pronounce this for? How many seconds?
2 seconds.
Very good. So we will say Z.
Z.
Very good. Once more. Excellent. At the beginning, we have an ayn with a fatha. So we'll add that in. Azi.
Azi.
Azi. Very good.
Azi.
And then we have za at the end with a tanween. Azizun.
Azizun.
Very nice. Well done. Excellent. Now, over here, what letter is this?
Za.
Dhal. Dhal. What letter is it?
Zal.
Dhal. Good. Your top front teeth should touch your tongue and we make it a the sound.
Dhal.
Dhal. Well done. Good. We then have a ya mad. So we will pronounce this for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The.
Z.
Very good. Well done. Now, at the beginning over here, we have a lam with a shadda on top. So that shows us we have to join the alif to the lam. So we will say Allah.
Allah. Allazina.
Very good. But you need to make sure you have this pronunciation for 2 seconds.
Allazina.
Much better. Well done. Once after me. Alladhina.
Allazina.
Very good. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. How long will we pronounce these 2 letters for?
2 seconds.
Could you do that for me, P?
Re.
Very nice. Well done. Do you know how to say these 2 letters together?
Yaj.
Taj. This is a ta.
Taj. Re.
Very good.
Taj.
Tajri. Once more.
Tajri.
Very nice. Well done. Let's do this one here. This is slightly longer. Okay. So we have a dal with a ya mad. So how long do we say that?
2 seconds.
Could you do that for me, please? D.
D.
Very nice. Well done. Now at the beginning here, we have a kha and we have an alif mad because it's a blank alif and the letter before has a fatha. So how long will we say this for?
2 seconds.
Very good. Could you do that for me, please?
Ka.
Okay. Remember, ha is a thick sound. So make your mouth into a round shape and say ha.
Ka.
Much better. Well done. So let's add the lam in now. Khalidi.
Khalidina.
Very good. You have to make sure your ha and your d are the same length. 2 seconds each. Khalidina.
Khalidina.
Very good. Lovely recitation, G1 429. G1 429, please stay on the mic for me. Jazakumullah for your help. I'm going to ask you to do the final dua with me, please. I'm just going to share the homework with everyone. So just stay on the mic, okay? So in today's lesson, we have covered ya mad, right? Over the course of this week, you have looked at alif mad, waw mad, and ya mad, okay? And these are haruful mad, letters of elongation, okay? So in today's homework, you need to practice normal elongation. You practice exercise 2, page 69, just the middle row, okay, which is this one here, just this middle row. You need to practice this one here. And also exercise 15.3, page 69, which is the ya columns. Again, those were the columns we were just covering a moment ago. So this column here, the ya, and this column here. Okay, so you need to practice those words today. Okay, so if we could have our student on the mic, G1 429, so that we can do our last final prayer. Let me just put that on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to recite the prayer. If you recite after me. Allahumma arhamni.
Allahumma hamni.
Bil-Qur'an al-Azim.
Bil-Qur'an al-Azim.
Oh Allah.
O Allah, had mercy on me through the Quran the Great.
Good, well done. Sorry, come to the wrong one. وَجَعَلْهُ لِي
وَجَعَلْهُ لِي
إِمَامًا
إِمَامًا
وَنُورًا
وَنُورًا
وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةً.
وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةً. And
And
make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Jazakumullah G1 429. Jazakumullah to all the students and all parents for taking part in today's lesson. And inshallah, we will see you again in tomorrow's lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.